What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Hope everybody had a good Saturday. It's Sunday now, so I guess football's on. Wait, no, the Eagles play on like Tuesday now or something. We just had the UFC event last night, and I think it's actually, someone put up a stat somewhere on Twitter that said that UFC card last night literally had, it was the third most knockouts on a card in modern UFC history. And the other two were just above it by one. One more finish on that card and it literally would have been like record breaking. Yeah, so they ended up fixing the one challenge, talking about, you know, that's one of the coldest fucking intro thingies.
Vote for me. The Jeb is fake.
Would it even matter if I was fake anyway? I'm still better. So as you guys know, I was having my hardships with these camo challenges and stuff like that. I mean, genuinely, like, there was some people that were like, dude, I remember you saying that you would just face tank this whole thing. Generally speaking, I did, considering how many people complained that I wasn't, like, losing my mind the majority of it. Like, all these videos on Vanguard, I'm just like, I'm chilling, just talking about what I did. I didn't rage. I didn't have any, like, rage charges or anything really come out of it, because I was chilling. I told you I was gonna face tank it. People didn't believe me, but I did. And now they think because I'm freaking out over the camos literally not working, not that the challenge is too hard, literally the challenge is not working, they think that now the atomic grind is getting to me. The atomic grind has been over. It's done. We just don't have the camo. There are so many people out there that have this shit done. Like, this isn't even like, it doesn't even feel special anymore for how long you've sat there and, you know, gone through it and everything. Obviously, you gotta show for the grind. No matter whatever time you end up unlocking this thing, it still feels good to go and unlock it. And it's still like, you know, a badge of grind, you know what I mean? But the hardest thing that I did, honestly, was probably the riot shield challenges where you literally had to stun yourself. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. But you might notice something on here. I actually have a camo that could potentially be equally as coveted as atomic right here on my Panzerfaust. Now, I know what you're thinking when you're looking at this. Jev, what? This is the dormant camo. This signifies that you managed to get 50 long shots with the Panzerfaust. But not just long shots, because the challenge is still currently semi-broken. It does track, and you can consistently do it in the right circumstances anyway. So it's working. The description isn't correct and the challenge isn't working exactly as it says it should be. It's supposed to just be long shots. It's actually long shot direct impacts. So I spent yesterday, not only do you need to be well over 30 meters, I believe it is. I think the limit is actually 30 meters, or like around 32 meters, something like that. It's around 30 meters. And you're supposed to fire it across the map. Usually Das Haus is probably the best one to do, or you can do the other thing that I did, literally go in the plunder and just shoot somebody with it. Just go in the plunder and do it over on Warzone. That's what I did. I sat there and killed AFK people for all 50 of them. I don't give a fuck. I did this challenge. As far as I'm concerned, for how long I've been done with this, I did this challenge. It's only fair. We have been kneecapped from getting this atomic camo, and you think that I'm not gonna just go in the plunder and cheese this shit? Fuck you at this point. And we still don't even have this final camo here. I'm telling you, hey, if they go and change this camo or this challenge or whatever, honestly, I'm gonna cheese this one too. I mean, I really wish that they would have just turned this into like doubles or triples. You know what I mean? I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I don't know if they're gonna just change the challenge itself. I don't know why they thought only the one well, I'm not getting into this again. Oh my god. But yeah, that's what you have to do in order to get this. If you're somebody out there that said, oh look, they said that they fixed long shots. They did, but they didn't. You can even join a plunder match with a friend even and just do it in plunder. I mean, it is what it is. These challenges are so busted and dumb fuck ass broken. The studio themselves have said fuck it. Why can't we? I mean, you guys could just like go into a game, make some friends, hit your push to talk, get on your microphone, whatever the fuck, and just be like, yo, stand at the end of the fucking hallway. I did around like 10 to 15 of them or something like that in multiplayer, and then all the rest of them were done in plunder. And as far as this goes, destroy 3 enemy kill streaks in one game 30 times. Yeah, this just, we've talked about it already. I did get messaged by a few people from Sledgehammer asking me about, you know, the challenges and stuff like that, not tracking over here for multi-kills, long shots, and 10 attachments for the STG, because some people's STGs are still, like, completely messed up, but it's weird. Some people will have, like, the entire top row and then not be able to get these close range kills for it or something. Like, I'm able to get my close range kills, but I can't do, I don't know. Something's weird with the tracking on it. I don't know if other people's M1 Grands are still scuffed or anything like that, but my Grand's fine. From what I know, they actually ended up buffing the PTRS or something like that. People are saying to run around with this. You're able to get a new ADS time. It's around 550. I'm pretty sure this thing was like over 600 at one point. What's the absolute fastest I can make this ADS speed? Oh, you can go down to 529, 522, but that's with like a 3-round fast mag and shit, and having this like weird, I don't really know how I feel about this. I feel like the adjustable is better, especially on this gun. So you're gonna have to tweak it a little bit, but yeah, and I also like the 7-round magazine. Surprisingly though, this Empress barrel it's different now, because before you would run around with the rapid barrel on, but for whatever reason, the rapid barrel is now actually a tiny bit slower than this Empress barrel, and this Empress barrel helps a ton with the recoil. Even though you're ADSing really slow, it doesn't feel like, even though your character's gun model is coming back down, it feels like your character's head is still like recovering from the recoil. I don't know how else to explain that. This makes it so it feels a lot smoother. Put out my own tweets and everything informing them of what's going on with the thing. I said they're tracking now the final challenge, 3 kill streaks in 1 game. It is not tracking. It is not possible with the current state of the Panzerfaust. And then I tested and was like about 40 minutes or so later after trying a few games. After a few games, it seems like they have to be long shots plus direct hits in order to count. With the 10-round mag on. If I'm gonna sit here and play Shitmas, which by the way looks awesome, I love it. Remember the recoil of that thing before? Not nearly as bad now. I mean, it's beautiful. Much better now. 10-round mag is nuts too. It does slow you down a bit. Adds a little bit of ADS speed to it, even though it says it doesn't, but on the total stats it does. See, that's the one big thing about Warzone and where it's behind. For whatever reason, they don't have advanced stats over on Warzone. I mean, this thing is literally a cannon. It's not fair. It's not fair. It is fair. With how good everything else is on this game, snipers need it. Dude, I had like near a 20 kill streak or some shit like that. It's just standing there behind that. I'm really hoping that they don't go and fix this thing right around the holiday. Come on, man. Hey, fuck all this. Alexis, we're gonna be chilling. Also, yeah, in the patch notes, why did they buff the mortar strike? They gave it more damage. Why? It's already well overtuned for what it is. I was saying last night, I don't know why people were thinking that Chris Dawkins was a good matchup into somebody like Derek Lewis. I was saying that Cyril Gahn was able to sit there and piece Derek up and not be as afraid of Derek is because he's bigger and taller than he is. He's generally just a long fighter to begin with, and he's able to sit there and poke and prod from a distance until Derek just kind of keeled over. How are you gonna do that with just your hands and just boxing? And I don't even think he had like a reach advantage or anything. I'm pretty sure Derek had the longer reach. It was just a stupid idea to me. I was like, why would he be actually sitting there boxing with him? So he was actually sitting there trying to trade with Derek. And I mean, you could find it on Twitter, I'm sure. But yeah, that shit did not work out for him. I'm not saying nobody can strike with Derek Lewis. I'm saying that it's not a smart idea to think that trying to be fast and being a counter puncher, it's Derek as strictly a boxer with barely any kicking. And the last 2 people that you've beaten are nowhere near the top 5 of heavyweight. No, that too big of a step, and the stylistic matchup is way too dangerous. I would have been, hey, I mean, big opportunity. Respect to Dawkins for taking the fight and all, but shit. Yeah, he tried getting into an exchange with him where they both opened up and just started throwing hooks and shit. No, stupid idea. Stupid idea. Derek wants that. When you got somebody like Francis Ngannou at one point, I know people don't want to remember it, but people remember that Francis Ngannou versus Derek Lewis fight, right? Where they threw like absolutely no punches at each other. Neither of them kick, and they don't want to stand in punching range. I mean, they can kick, you know what I mean? But it's not part of their main arsenal. Great, yeah, they're trying to make a fucking comeback. Grow up. They wanted to sit there and try and triple cap. If I just sit there on the flag and not even worry about it. 120 kills with it. Had 3 people dropping 100 pluses. Usually I see most people drop like 50 kills and die 100,000 times. What is this gun? Is that the Cooper? 83 multi-kill. What even is this challenge? You get 10 kills on enemies while they have radar active. What does that even mean? Does he mean like them running the radar perk? Or do they mean they have a UAV? Or do you mean they're using intel? I don't even understand what that challenge means. Yeah, this was a build that I was using, by the way, if you want to use it or whatever. It basically doesn't move now, which was one of the biggest issues with this gun. They ended up giving it nice ADS speed buff. I don't know how intentional or whatever it is, and it's actually slowed down by this 10-round mag. I mean, you could take it off, run the regular 5, or if you want to shave off like another, what is that, 12 milliseconds, you could go with the 7. A nice little middle ground, but this barrel right here changes everything. That Empress barrel, before we ran around with this rapid, but the accuracy is just tough. Sure, yeah, we get the increased fire rate, but realistically, we don't need it to be that high. It already fires pretty quickly as a sniper rifle anyway without it, so. And technically, I could get a faster ADS speed just using this precision thing, but I really like the recoil recovery and the initial accuracy and stuff from this adjustable stock. I don't know how much worse it actually is with the precision on it, but there's a reason why I like this adjustable one. That's interesting. 2022 version of the Japanese luck calendar came out. If your birthday is near the highest rank, number 1, that's gonna make the luckiest year. I'm ranked 10. I'm ranked 10 out of like 365 days. There's only one more day in October that's luckier, and it's number 3. I don't usually care for this kind of shit, but you know, I'm gonna take that a little bit. Okay.